Hi everybody. I know I'm coming on a live video at a very random time, but I had some things that I wanted to share with you guys. So whether you catch the live or you catch the replay, either is fine with me. I'm actually going to join in on my computer, just giving a couple moments to see if anybody's gonna jump on. Today, we're actually going to be talking about the biggest mistake that you're probably making with your college search. And it's a very common mistake. It's something that a lot of people don't do. And so we kind of just want to get that out the way, make sure that you guys aren't making that mistake. Knowledge is power, right? So while we're waiting for some folks to jump on, I'm going to, number one, introduce myself and introduce We Apply. So if this is your first time joining us, because this is our first time doing a live video from this page. So my name is Kira Williams. I am the executive director of We Apply. We Apply is an organization. We're based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. We are a nonprofit. Our goal is to prepare students for their post-secondary endeavors, whether that be college or whether that be a career. We feel like it's important to prepare students, not just talk to them about it, but help them actually make moves and feel prepared. So we do that in a number of ways by providing individual one-on-one help. We do like small group events in the community. We also do larger events. So I'm looking forward to being able to expand the vision and help as many students as I can. So let's see if anybody else jumps on. Okay. So a couple things that we have going on now before we talk about the biggest mistake that we're making in our search. I just want to tell you about some of the things we have going on. Number one, we have a webinar coming up on Monday, December 17th. It's called Financial Aid 101, and this webinar is going to touch on some very important topics. You wouldn't believe it, but I work at a school with high school students, and there are seniors that do not know what financial aid means. So we're going to define financial aid, talk about some of the different types of financial aid, where it comes from. We're going to be talking about scholarships. We're going to be talking about scholarships from colleges, scholarships from private organizations, how to get financial aid from the state of Arkansas. So this is going to be geared toward Arkansas students. We're just looking to spread knowledge. So if you are a parent or you have a senior or even a junior and you're going to be needing to know a little bit about financial aid, please join us. It's free. All you have to do is register. And actually, I'm going to drop the information in the comments so you can register whenever you need to. So that's the first thing. We also have an amazing Facebook group that we're trying to build. We just started it probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago. But we're looking to fill it with students and parents that want really good information on preparing for post-secondary endeavors. So this group will be a little different from what we already do on Facebook, because we post tips and things on Facebook, but we want this group to be more. We want it to be a place where students and parents can post questions and get feedback. They can post college specific information, get feedback, even if you wanted to post an essay to get feedback. I want to do interviews with admissions representatives in this group. We want to get it built up so that it can actually be a place where people can support. So if this sounds like something that you would be interested in, or something that would even benefit you, please join our group. And again, that link is going to be in the comments. Next, we have a scholarship planning workbook. This is a free workbook for you guys. I created it, and I would like you guys to use it because it just gives you some general tips on preparing for college. Okay, this is specifically toward college, but for a lot of people that feel lost and they don't know where to start, this kind of gives you some starting points. So definitely check it out. It's free. Okay. All you gotta do is put in your name and email, and it'll get sent right over to you. Okay, I think that's all that I have. I'm gonna share this with you in the comments, those links, and then we're gonna talk about that mistake that we don't want any of you guys to make. Okay. So, okay, whenever you get a chance, just go over to the comments and register for the webinar, download your free scholarship planning workbook, and join our Facebook group. Okay. So the number one mistake that most people are making when it comes to their college search is not taking finances into account. This sounds so simple, you guys, but it's something that a lot of people don't do. And this is always interesting to me because when you're thinking about college, you want to know, or you need to know, I'm looking at a college, I need to know how much it costs. There's obviously a price difference between a private college and a public college. When you talk to some students don't know the difference between a private college and a public college. Well, the biggest difference that you're going to see first is the cost of tuition. So when we're doing our research, we have to be aware of how much it's going to cost for me to go to this school, which leads me to the term that we're going to talk about today, which is called financial need. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this term, then comment, I know. Okay, simply, I know. Even if you're catching this on a replay, comment, I know. Okay, so I can know how many people actually know what financial need is before I talk about it. And to those people that know, absolute congratulations, because that's wonderful. There are a lot of people that don't know. So what financial need is basically a term that they use to talk about the money that you need to pay for your college education. Financial need is calculated like this. It takes your cost of attendance, and I'll explain what this is in a second, and it takes your cost of attendance minus your EFC. I will also explain what that is, and that's how you get your financial need. So breaking these terms down, cost of attendance is the overall, think big picture, and I'm using my hands because I literally mean big picture, cost for your college education. So cost of attendance includes your tuition, your fees, your books, your transportation, incidental expenses, literally whatever you can think of that will add to the cost of going to that school. Okay. So it's generally a much larger number than it actually costs to go to the school, but it's meant to give you an overall overview of how much it could cost. Okay. So you got your cost of attendance minus your EFC. Does anybody know what an EFC is? And nobody's on here right now, but if you know what an EFC is, write EFC in the comments. So if you do not know what EFC is, I'm going to explain it. EFC stands for Expected Family Contribution. I'm going to say it again. EFC stands for Expected Family Contribution. Okay? You get this EFC from completing your FAFSA. Okay, this comes directly from completing the FAFSA. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and that's the document that you fill out to get free money and loans from the federal government. Okay, but we're only focusing on the free money. Okay, so when I fill out my FAFSA, it submits it, and it gives me, after it's processed, it gives me this number back, which is called an EFC, expected family contribution. This expected family contribution tells me how much my family, F for family, is supposed to be able to contribute toward my college education. Okay? This EFC is sent to the colleges that you list on your FAFSA, okay? And they use that EFC to calculate your financial aid package that they then send to you for approval or disapproval, okay? So that EFC is very important. It's money that comes out of your pocket that they say is supposed to come out of your pocket, okay? So back to financial need. Financial need equals the big picture cost of attendance minus the financial need. So minus however much you're supposed to be contributing to your education. And that's then what's left is your financial need, which is why I said financial need is the amount that's left over that needs to be taken care of. Financial need. Okay. So why is this important when I'm thinking about a college? Okay, so financial need is absolutely important, not only because I need to know how much money it takes to go to that college, but I need to know I need to know how great my need is. Okay, I need to know what kind of gap I have to fill, what kind of financial need I have to fill before I go to that college. I need to know how many scholarships I need to pursue. If I don't get scholarships, what's my plan? Am I going to have to pursue student loans? Okay. That could potentially tell us how much money, in for some people, that's student loans that they will have to take out. So if my need is greater at one school versus if my need is greater at school A versus greater at school B, I might pick school B because I don't have to take as much money out, or I don't have to take as many loans out. Maybe I don't need as many scholarships. Okay? This is why this is important. It really helps us keep in check how much money we're going to need and if it's realistic for me to go to this school. So when we think about a college search, we look at different factors. Money is not the only factor that we use to determine if a college is for us, but that should be a driving factor. Okay. Let's just say we were looking at Harvard University versus the University of Arkansas. Okay. Obviously our need, we're going to need way more money to go to Harvard than we would to go to the U of A. Okay. If I don't have enough money to go to Harvard, would I still go to Harvard and go into debt just to be at Harvard? Or would I go to the U of A and take potentially less debt if I am using student loans to go to the U of A? Okay. And that's how I understand it to be. This is a very important factor for the reasons that I described. Okay. So thinking about, reasons for or things that we should be focusing on in our college search, financial need is only one of those. Okay. But it's also something that I need to take account into when I'm searching for scholarships, right? Because the scholarship money is what we use to go to college. So I introduced to you our Scholarship List Building Workbook. And this is definitely unique because the Scholarship List Building Workbook was created to help you curate a personalized list of scholarships for you. In this workbook, we have where we help you build a scholarship profile. Okay, this is very important. And in this scholarship profile, we want you to examine your financial need for the schools that you wish to go to. Right? Because we said earlier that it helps us determine how much money in scholarships we need. Okay? So in that profile, you're figuring out your financial need among a host of other things, and you're going to know what scholarships to go after. Do I need $50,000 in scholarships, or do I just need $20,000? Maybe my need is only $10,000, right? So this workbook will definitely help you get to the point of where you need to be in terms of finding personalized scholarships for you. We all know we can search common places like FastWeb, online search engines for scholarships, but there are so many more places to find scholarships, and a lot of people don't know where to find them. So this is another thing that the Scholarship List Building Workbook discusses. All kinds of amazing information in there, and we created it for students and parents to work through together. So this is just a preview. The comment is definitely in the links where you can go look through it. We included some pages on the preview for you to be able to see how you feel about it. Definitely follow us for more information. My goal is to come on live once to twice a week just to give information. I love helping people. That's the goal of We Apply. So again, before I hop off of here, I'm going to remind you to do one or do all of three things. So definitely check out our Facebook group. Click join. I'll approve you pretty quick. Sign up for our webinar. It's Monday, December 17th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be talking about financial need so much more in depth then. I know you will enjoy it. And then third of all, download the free scholarship planning workbook where it gives you pretty much a real good overview of the things that you need to focus on to prepare for college. Okay? So I'm hoping that this has been very helpful to you guys, and join us next time. I'm going to pop on at another point in time, but join me next time, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.